It's absolutely brutal to hear about Bonzie Colson's injury, even as a Duke fan. Like, I feel bad for him. He's a guy that's committed his college career to helping out Notre Dame. And you never want to see, no matter who you're a fan of, you never want to see a competitor like Bonzie get hurt. You know, I was looking forward to seeing him play against Duke. And Notre Dame's another school I have a lot of respect for because I really like what they're about and what they stand for and all that in terms of family and things like that. And so, this is the thing where I wish they have a guy named Juwan Durham. I think it's Juwan Durham. Maybe it's Jalen Durham, but I think it's Juwan Durham. He transferred from the University of Connecticut, and he's sitting out this year as a redshirt. I think he'd still have a final year to play next year, even if he broke his red shirt. I think the NCAA should give him the option and say, Mr. Durham, we're willing to let you break your red shirt to assist your team if you're okay with counting this as a whole season. I think that should definitely happen, you know, because without a doubt, that's a blow to the Notre Dame front court. I mean, they say 8 weeks. That puts you at about, March 3rd. Maybe he'd be back for the ACC tournament, but even then, I mean, you don't just come back and play like the old Bonzie right away, because you rest the foot. The foot has to get stronger once you get back. I'm sure he could still play well, but, that's why I wish they would let Juwan Durham break his red shirt. I think what it's going to do, they only had 12 guys on the roster that could play the way it is by adding Liam Nelligan, I think, when school started. So that puts you down at 11 if Durham can't play. Any other injury to a guy like Fluger or Farrell or anybody else in the front court would be hugely catastrophic. So, I think they can be all right because Mike Bray is a really good coach. He'll just have to go about things really gingerly. If a guy's sore, take him out so a soreness doesn't become an injury. Guys like Matt Federal, a senior leader, are going to have to will themselves to wins and will their teams to wins. That's what's going to have to happen with Bonzie out. Best wishes to Bonzie for recovery. I love how he tweeted, God has a plan. You see so many injuries. I think sometimes the fan, obviously he's probably heartbroken over it, but I think sometimes the fans and college basketball fans take it harder than the individuals do themselves because you saw the same thing after Gordon Hayward's horrible injury and Carson Wentz's horrible injury. Those guys were staying positive, and so hopefully Notre Dame stays positive. I hope they win every other game this year except any time they would play Duke. And I hope they enjoy themselves as a team. And Bonzie might not be able to actually play in the games for about 2 months, but hopefully he's a guy that can be a teachable moment person on the bench, and whoever's getting his minutes, he can help them and coach them and mentor them. That would be the best situation. They're going to Syracuse. Actually, I say I hope they win every other game. I kind of like Jim Boeheim too because he's a guy that worked with Coach K for many years. It'll be a great game at the Carrier Dome. Syracuse now probably has the edge because of Bonzie's injury, but don't count out Mike Bray. Don't count out a Mike Bray team. If they play with unity and play with one heartbeat, they can do it, and they can stay afloat. They have to play a lot of tough teams on the road, but it's all about Mike Bray keeping his team together, keeping the focus on one heartbeat, and playing as one unit together.